Welcome everyone to the Indian Online School. So today we are going to have a demo for SASMO grade 6. Okay. So for this demo session, I will be like introducing like what type of questions will be there in the SASMO. Okay. So as we can see over here, our first question. Okay. So the first question is saying we need to calculate 37 plus 75 times 92, and the whole thing is divided by 93 times 75 minus 38. Okay, so how can we solve it? If we are going to solve it like normally, when we are first we need to multiply, then we are adding it, and same thing we are doing over here, and then we are dividing it. So it will be like little complicated because lots of calculation will be there. Okay, so how can we make the whole calculation easier? So for that, what we can do, okay, let's write it in the way how the question is asking from us. So 37 times 37 plus 75. Okay, so let me write it again. So it is 37 plus 75 times 92, and we are supposed to divide the whole thing by 93 times 75 minus 38. Correct? This is the question. So how can we simplify it? So 37 plus 75 times 92, and we can write this 93. Okay, we are splitting this 93 into 92 plus 1. Why I'm splitting this, you will get to know. Okay, because I just want to make the whole calculation easier. And why I'm doing this? I'm doing this because, okay, the numerator is this. Now you will get to know that why I'm splitting it. So when I'm splitting it, so what I'm getting over here, I'm getting 92 times 75 plus 1 times 75, which is 75 only, minus 38. Correct? As you can see, 92 times 75 over here and 92 times 75 over here. Okay, so can you get a little idea that what we are doing? Now 75 plus 37 plus 75 times 92. And here, what I will be getting? I will be getting 92 times 75. And if I'm doing 75 minus 38, so I will be getting what? I will be getting 37 only. Now, what we can see, okay, and what we can see over here, that both numerator and denominator are equal. Okay, so we can cut them and answer what we are going to get is 1. So what we did, we just make the whole calculation too easier for us. So we are not like supposed to do like so much calculations to solve this question. We can do it like very in a easy way. Now we are moving to the second question. So as we are moving to the second question is saying a Mason built a pyramid using identical cubes. Okay, he used the cubes to make the whole thing. The pyramid is shown below from the different angles. Okay, so this is like a side view. This is like what we can say, the front view, the side view, and the another side view. So Mason paints the whole pyramid green color. So how many cubes have exactly three-sided painted in green? Okay, the question is asking how many cubes are there which is exactly painted three-sided. Okay, if we are going through that. So what we can see over here. Okay, so this is the pyramid, how they have made it. So it is like in this form. Okay, like that. Okay, like that only. If I'm talking about the front view, okay, it should be like this. So the question is saying like how many cubes are there in which three sides are painted green. Okay, so as we already know, if we are talking about the extreme corner cubes, okay, the cubes that are there in an extreme corner, okay, like here, so they must be painted three side. Okay, they must be painted three sides green. Okay, so let's go one by one. So if we are talking about like the layers, whatever the layer is given to us. So if we are talking about the top layer, so if the top layer cube should be painted like all the four sides green. Okay, so question is saying exactly three sides green. So in top layer, if we are talking about the top layer, so in top layer, no cube is there in which three sides are painted green. Correct? Now we are moving to the second top layer. When we are moving to the second top layer, so what we can see, this corner cube, this corner cube, this corner cube, and that one corner cube. Every cube is having three side painted green. Okay, so we have four cubes over here. Now, if I'm talking about the second bottom layer, this is the third layer, I can name it. If I want to name it, I can name it as third layer as well. So in the third layer, only the corner cubes are painted 3. Correct? So in the second bottom layer, or I can say the third layer, again I have 4 cubes which are painted red. Correct? And when I'm talking about the like bottom layer, when I'm moving towards the bottom layer or the fourth layer, I can name it. Okay, if I'm moving towards that, so how many cubes are painted red? So these corner cubes are painted red. Okay, along with that, I can say that 1, okay, 2 and 3 and 4, and again here will be some cubes which are painted red in the 3 directions over here. If I'm taking the corner one, okay, from here, okay, these cubes are also painted red here like that. Okay, so total in a one row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cubes. In a one row, 5 cubes are painted red. So in 4 rows, how many cubes will be painted red? Green, sorry, not red, green. So 4, 5 times 5, 20 cubes are painted green in the bottom row. Understood? So the question is asking total how many cubes are painted, at least 3 sides painted green. So for that, we will add all of them. We will add 4 plus 4 plus 20. And after adding all of them, we are getting what? 28. So 28 cubes are there, which are painted exactly 3 sides green. Okay. Now next question. Next question is saying we are supposed to find the area of the shaded portion. And what is given to here to us over here in ABCD? ABCD is a square. Okay, E and F are on the sides AB and CD. E and F are on the sides AB and CD, as we can see over here. And that AE, the value of AE, the value of FC is 2 centimeters. Okay, if the area of the square is 196 centimeters square, the area of ABCD is 196 centimeters square. So as we already know, the area of a square is side by side. Okay, the area of a square is side square. If the side square is 196, then side will be what? Side will be 14 centimeter. Correct? Now, so we are supposed to find the area of the shaded portion. So what we can say? If from the whole complete square, if I'm going to remove this part, if I'm going to remove this part, I will be getting this area. Now, what are these two parts? So we can say this is a right angle triangle and this is also the right angle triangle. So for finding the area of the shaded part, which is AECF, that I can write the area of ABCD minus the area of triangle ADF and area of triangle EBC. Correct? Area of this ABCD is 196. Okay, area of this triangle ADF will be what? As we already know, the area of the triangle is half times base times height. Half times base will be what? If the entire base is 14 and this part is 2, so this part will be what? This part will be 12. So this will be 12 times 14 minus half times 12 times 14. Okay, we need to do the same thing only. So when we are going to solve it, so we will be getting what? Okay, so we can cut it if we want to cut it. This we can cut for the 7 times. This we can cut for the 7 times. We are getting 196 minus 84 minus 84. When we are going to solve it, we will be getting 28 centimeters square. Okay, so area of the shaded portion will be that will be 28 centimeters square, which is our option number C. Got it? Okay, let's move to the next question. Next question is what is the next number in the sequence? 1, 2, 5, 14, 41. Okay, this is what? This is our sequence. Okay, so if we are going with this sequence, so we can see one thing. Okay, there is one pattern that they are following. Okay, now what is the pattern that they are following? We need to go with that. So first pattern is 1, then it is 2, then it is 5, then it is 14, and then it is 41. So what is happening over here? From 1 to 2, they are increasing 1. From 2 to 5, they are increasing 3. From 5 to 14, they are increasing 9. From 14 to 41, they are increasing 27. So what is happening over here? The difference every time is different, is increasing by 3 times, correct? 1 times 3 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. So 27 times 3 will be what? 27 times 3 will be 81. So now the difference should be 81 only. Correct? So when we are doing 41 plus 81, so we will be getting what? We will be getting 122. Correct? Understood? So the pattern is what? Pattern, every time the common difference between the two consecutive terms is increasing by 3 times. Okay? It increased by 3 times. So when we are following that pattern only, so we are getting the next term should be 122. Understood? Okay, let's move to the next question. So the next question is saying that Tom spent $225 on clothes. Okay, on clothes. How much he is spending? He is spending $225. Now, and 38% of his original sum of money on school stationery. Okay, on school stationery, if we are calculating, so he is spending 38% of the original sum, whatever he had. So 38% of that amount he is spending in school stationery. Now, if he had 17% of his original sum of money left, okay, he is left with 17% of the original sum money. So how much money did he have at first? So what we can see over here. So the percentage of his original sum of money he spent on the clothes. Okay, first we need to find on that. So that will be what? Okay, as we already know, everything is having 100%. Correct? So from 100%, if we are going to subtract that 38%, because 38% he has spent on school stationery, 38%, and the remaining 17% of or we are going to subtract. So we will be getting what? We will be getting the percentage of the spend the money what he spent on clothes. So when we are solving it, okay, so we will be getting what? We are getting 45%. Remaining is 45%. So 45% of the total sum. Okay, that is equals to what? 225. So total sum will equals to what? The total money will be what? 225 times 100 divided by 45. Correct? But when we are going to solving it, we are getting $500. Okay, so that is the amount what he had first. Understood? Now we are moving to the next question. So the next question, what we can see over here, the number in an unshaded square is obtained by adding the numbers connected to it from the row above. Okay, when we are like adding them, we are getting this number. When we are adding them, we are getting this number. Like that it is moving. Understood how it is moving? Okay, so see, what number must be in the square with the question mark? So what should be there in this question mark? Okay, so let's try to solve it. Okay, so make the whole thing easier, simpler, what we can do. So we can take the number in the square with the question mark as 1. Okay, we are just taking it randomly value. We are assigning it. We are assigning it 1 unit. Correct? So what we can say that okay, if we are taking this as A. Okay, let's give it a name so the whole calculation becomes quite easier for us. We are giving this box the name as A. This box we are giving the name as B. This we are giving the name as C, and this we are giving the name as D. Okay. So according to this, okay, according to the question, this plus this has to be equals to A only, na? Okay, this plus this should equals to A only. So now what we can say that A is equals to 9 plus, okay, as we have taken the value of 1 square as 1 unit. So we can put it 1 unit over here. Okay, so the value of A should be what? The value of A should be 9 plus 1 unit. Correct? And similarly, we are finding the value of B. So the value of B should be what? The value of B should be 3 plus 1 unit. Correct? Because B is what? B is this plus this. Okay, so B should be what? 3 plus 1 unit. Okay. Now if we are moving towards C, so the value of C should be what? The value of C should be A plus B, or we can write B as well now, because that is 1 only. We are not supposed to take this, the shaded part over there. Okay. We need to take the only unshaded part. The question is saying that we are supposed to take the number in unshaded square root of it. Correct. So we are supposed to take unshaded part only. So this is 9 and 1. For B, we will take this 1 and this 3. For C, we will take this A and this B. Correct. For C, we will be taking A and B. So according to this, the value of A is what? The value of A is 9 plus 1 unit. Okay. And the value of B is 3 plus 1 unit. Okay. When we are solving it, so we will be getting what? 9 plus 3 is 12, and 1 unit plus 1 unit becomes 12 units. Correct. Now, when we are moving towards and when we are solving it, so what we can see over there, if we are finding the value of C and D, C plus D, so that is already given to us, which is 40. And from this entire 40, the value of C, what we have, okay, what we can put over there, the 10 plus 1 unit plus, okay, if technically we are finding the value of D, so D should be what? B plus 7, no? Okay. So if we are going to put all the values over here from what we have counted, so the value of D, what we are getting is 10 plus 1 unit. Okay. So yes, that we can put over here, 10 plus 1 unit of this. Okay. And 12 plus 2 units of this. Okay. That is equals to what? That should equals to 40. Okay, so from there we are getting 22 plus 3 units. Okay, so we are from here we are getting 22 plus 3 units, which is equals to 40. Okay, so the value of 3 units we are getting what? We are getting 40 minus 22, that will equals to 18. So if the value of 3 units is 18, so what is the value of 1 unit? That will be 18 divided by 3, which is 6. Okay, so what we can say, the value of the digit that has to be there at the question mark should be 6. Understood? Okay, now let's move to the next question. So the next question is saying that there are the 10 classrooms, okay, and with an TV of the students in each classroom. If the students leave from each of the 10 classrooms, the total number of the remaining students in 10 classrooms will be equals to the total number of the students in 9 classrooms initially. So how many students are there in the total originally? Understood? So what we will do, we will see that let the initial, okay, let's take in the starting only, the number of students in the classroom is 1 unit. Okay. So initially we are taking number of students as 1 unit. We can solve it by taking variables as well, but we are solving it by taking units. Okay. Then according to the question, how many students are there? So 10 classrooms are there, and every classroom 10 students are there. Okay. So it becomes what? It becomes 10 times 1 unit minus 10. Correct? Because that is the thing what is happening over there. Okay, so after doing that, what we are getting? We are getting what? 9 times 1 unit. When we are going to solve the entire thing, we will be getting 9 times 1 unit. Okay, so when we are solving it, we will be getting 10 units. Okay, because if we are going with the question, so the question is saying if the total number of the remaining students in 10 classroom will be equals to the total number of the students in the 9th classroom. Okay. The number of the students in 10 classroom is exactly equals to the number of the students in the 9 classroom initially. Okay, so what happens? So that will equals to this only. So when we are solving these two things like individually, so we are getting what? We are getting 10 units minus 100 is equals to 9 units. Okay, so 10 units minus 9 units, we will be getting, okay, we will be getting 1 unit only. Okay, so the value of 1 unit, we are getting what? We are getting 100. Okay, if the value of 1 unit is 100, so how many classrooms are there? 10 classrooms are there. So the total number of students in those 10 classroom in the starting only. So that will be what? That will be 10 times 1 unit. Okay, and the value of 1 unit is what? 100. So 10 times 100, and after doing 10 times 100 we will be getting what? 1000. So our answer has to be option A, which is 1000. Understood? Okay, let's move on. So the next question what we have right now is, so the difference between the whole numbers, okay, is 2022. The quotient of these two numbers is 7. Find the sum of the two numbers. Okay, again, we can take the smaller number as 1 unit. Okay, then the larger number becomes what? 7 units, because the quotient of these two numbers is 7, no? So larger number becomes 7 times of the smaller number. It becomes 7 units. Okay. Now, according to the question, if we are subtracting, because the difference between two whole number is given to us, correct? So if we are subtracting 7 units and 1 unit together, we will be getting what? 2022. So 6 units, the value of 6 units, we are getting what? 2022. If the value of 6 unit is 2022, then value of 1 unit will be what? 2022 divided by 6. Okay, when we are going to divide it by 6, so we will be getting what? 337. Okay, so find the sum of the two numbers. So first we need to find out that what is the value of 7 units. So 7 units will equals to what? 337 times 7. Okay, so we will be getting 2359. And we will be finding the value of 1 unit that we already know, which is 337. So we need to find the sum. Sum will be 2359 plus 337. When we are doing it, we will be getting 2696. Okay, which is option A, B. So that's why this is our correct answer. Now we are moving to our next question. The next question is saying that what is the sum of the digits of the following product? And the numbers is 2007, and we are multiplying it by 11111, and this one is for 12 times. Okay, this 11111, and this is for 12 times. Okay, so what is the answer? What we are going to get to? Again, this question looks typical, but how we will solve it? So what we can do, let's split this 2007. And how can we split this 2007? So this 2007 we can divide into like 223 times 9. Why we are dividing it? Because when we are going to combine this 9 with this 11111 pattern, so we can get like 999. And 999 we can easily reduce in the form of 0. Correct? So from here we will be getting what? 223 times 999, and this will be what? How many times? 12 times. Correct? So from here what we can do, so 223 times, okay, so if since this is how 12 times 999 is there, okay, so again 1 2 3, because we can reduce it now. Okay, minus 1 we can write it. Okay, and this we can take 13 times. Okay, this 0 should be there 12 times. Okay, so when we are solving this in this way, so the whole calculation becomes little easier. 223 and zeros. How many zeros will be there? Again 12 zeros will be there. 12 times zeros will be there. Okay, and we can do minus 223 from this. Okay, so when we are doing it, so as we already know, when we are doing the minus, like last three digits are zero only, na? So we will be getting what? 2, 2, 2, 9, 9. Now every digits become 9 only because we are subtracting it. And in the end, we will be getting 9, 9. And then when we are going to subtract these three digits, so we will be getting 7, 7, 7. Okay, and now this time this 9 is repeating 9 times because three digits have been already taken by this 777. Correct? So the question is asking what is the sum of the digits of the following product. So the sum of the digits of the following product will be what? So we can say that 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, we need to find the sum of the digits. So for finding the sum of the digits, we need to add the digits. Now we know what are the digits. So the digits are 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 9. How many times 9? We have 9 times 9. So we can write 9 times 9. Plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. Okay, so 3 times 2 is 6. 9 times 9 is 81. 7 times 3 times 7 is 21. Okay, we can add them. We will be getting 108. Understood? So our answer has to be 108. Okay, now the next question. So the next question what we have right now is, if the product of three consecutive whole numbers is 226920, then what is the sum of these three numbers? That we need to figure out. Okay, so the product of three consecutive whole numbers is close to the perfect cube. That we already know, since it is a consecutive numbers, they are the consecutive numbers. That's why. Okay, see, if I'm doing x times x, I'm getting what? I'm getting cube of x. Now when they are x times x plus 1 times x plus 2. So that is like, surely it will be nearest to the cube of the x. Correct? This is the thing. So same thing is happening over here. So since the number is this, so first we need to figure out that what is the nearest cube number. Okay, what is the nearest like cube root number of this? So cube number if we are finding, so we can see the 60 cube. Cube of 60 is what? Cube of 60 is 216, and since 0 is there, so 3 times 0. Correct. This is the cube of 60. If I am finding the cube of 70, so that will equals to what? 343 and then 3 zeros. Correct. Now what we can say, this 226920, okay, 226920, that is greater than this but smaller than this. Correct. So definitely it will lie between somewhere 60 to 70. Okay, so we need to make the permutation and combination. We need to make the pair, and we'll see that where we can get this kind of number. So the pair if we are going to make, so we can make 60, 61 and 62. Next pair what we can make is 63, 64 and 65. Okay, and the next pair what we can make is 64, 65 and 66. Okay, and so on, like so many pairs we can make like that. So if we are going with the triplet, like upon checking the any triplet, if we are taking, if we are taking the first triplet, if I'm doing 60 times 61 times 62, question is saying that these are the consecutive numbers. That's why I'm taking it like that. So when I'm doing 60 times 61 times 62, okay, so I will be getting what? I will be getting the same number, which is 226920. Okay, when I'm doing this, okay, when I'm doing like 60 times 61 times 62, so I am getting 226920. So in the first triplet itself, I'm getting my correct answer. Okay, so the question is asking about the sum of these three numbers. Sum of these three numbers will be what? 60 plus 61 plus 62. That would be 183. Okay, and that is our answer. Understood, everyone? I hope you all understood the question. Thank you so much.